Many interesting things happened to me when I was 4 years old and living in the Ozarks on a dairy farm with nature surrounding me. One such thing was the visitation of the fairies. At night, when the lights went out, almost immediately, I would see fairies everywhere, on my bed covers, dancing on the ceiling, moving, swirling, beautiful fairies. And what did they look like? They looked like little people. And some of them seemed to have gossamer-like wings, others did not. Some of them were busy doing things like spinning clothes or all kinds of different things. Now, when I was 4 years old, I think it was 1954, and I didn't have any television. There was no way for me to get my imagination going in this regard, a few little books here and there. And I wasn't, especially avid about fairies. I barely knew anything about them. But I saw them everywhere, at night in my bed. It was so commanding, it frightened me, and I told my mother, and with the grace and beauty that she had, she simply said, "Don't worry about it. They're not going to hurt you. They're your friends." At that point, she decided to invite my very special fairy to watch over me, and she called her Trixie. So at night, before we turned the lights off, especially in the winter time when there was a frosted window pane, she would draw a little star in the frost of the window pane and invite Trixie to communicate with us, to be there for me. And so that is how I began my friendship with the fairies. So now, let me speak about the fairies from the Akashic perspective. I have since been shown how the fairy beings, very real that they are, have the ability to morph into imaging that we can understand, we can identify with. They're not deceiving us. They are simply aligning their light form to the pattern that most expresses their being to us. And they are also related to us. As human beings, we are related to the nature kingdom, to the nature beings. We are nature beings. Thus, there is a similarity in appearance when they choose to present themselves in that closer vibrance that they share with us. The fairy beings of the higher kingdoms of light are very connected to us. They love us. They watch over us. They are the angels of the earth. And so we think of our guardian angels from the cosmic sense, but we also have fairy guardian angels as well. So was Trixie real? Was she really my guardian fairy? I'd like to think so. And now I would like to invite you to spend some moments with me in interactive view of the fairy beings which I have summoned, brought forth through the random selection device of the AI art. I feel that I can communicate with it, not only texting to it, but actually focus on it and bring through imaging that relates to these beings. As you interact with these images, feel your connection and call forth the fairies of your field.